This show is great. It's like he is the Johnny Carson in New Bedford.
Oh, thank you.
So you know what? I have a special night. I don't do this normally, but I trim my nose hairs. I knew it was going to be a special night. I knew it was going to be on TV and everything.
So you don't usually trim your nose hairs? You just did that for us tonight?
Nope. And if you invite me back, maybe next time I'll work on my ear hairs. But
Adi DeMello always trims his nose hairs before the show, doesn't he?
He does.
He needs like hedge clippers, though. You know? Well, it's okay. We're Portuguese. We can say that.
Unibrow is a good look for him, though. Hair's growing internally. It's like, stop growing on the top. It's just going down into my nose. I think I'm the only guest here that brought you a gift. My book, Confessions of a Frenetic Mind, 5 tales.
Confessions of a Frenetic Mind. Yes. Wow.
On Amazon.
I can see that you listen to the monologue on occasion. Wow. How did you come to be an author?
17 or 18, I was a heavy metal singer.
What was the favorite song that you sang in your metal band?
It was called Death to Dino.
All right, how did it go? Can you give us 30 seconds of it?
Die, Dino, die with a noose around your neck. Said, you know what, if I can't play music and make money, maybe I could talk about music and make money, so I went into radio. From there, I worked on a documentary, and that didn't go too well, but that opened the door. My friend goes, you know what, I would love to do stand-up comedy. I said, you know what, if you do it, I'll go up there and I'll support you. I went on the open mic in Connecticut, the Funny Bone, got my first laugh. For 5 years, I did over 400 shows, loved it.
Wow, that's awesome.
And then I have cerebral palsy, so a friend, actually he's a friend now, he wasn't a friend then, he said, Rich, you know what, you'd be a big inspiration to my students. I went down there, I was talking to them, and this is where the author part comes in. Somebody said, I said, what do you want to do? She goes, I would love to write books. I said, well, what's stopping you? And she goes, you're right. So then I was telling them how when I was young, I was fairly shy, and the only time that I would really feel comfortable was I would write stories and read in front of the class. And I said, I would love to get back into writing. And so she goes, well, what's stopping you? I said, oh, sure, use my words against me. How dare you? So I wrote a book. Did several book signings, one at Barnes & Noble in Connecticut. It was the largest local author book signing they ever had. I'm a podcaster, which is on YouTube.
What's the name of it?
It is called The Claws Corner. Claws Corner. On YouTube, Patreon, Spotify, Amazon Music, Audible,
Beautiful.
iHeartRadio. When is the great Paul Santos going to be a guest on my show?
Ah, well, yes.
Hey. No pressure there. No putting him on the spot.
Anytime. I'd be happy to. Oh, you were some guy from New Bedford or something, you know? Turns out you were out in Connecticut the whole time. That's great.
The whole time. I've been hiding out in Connecticut, and now that everybody knows. Thanks a lot, Paul. I was known as the Claw because I have cerebral palsy. So I used my cerebral palsy as a comedy act. And it was funny because at first people would say, oh, I said, no, I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm a stand-up comedian. I want you to laugh. And then I became a motivational speaker. People are laughing. I'm like, no, I'm a motivational speaker. Don't laugh. Nashville, Tennessee, at this club called Zanies. And I was just in the audience watching the great Jeff Ross.
Mike that does all the roasts and all that?
Yeah, so he said, I'm going to bring people up on stage and roast them. I was probably on the 5th deck. I jumped.
You wanted to be roasted.
Yes, I did. He let me do my set for about maybe 10 minutes.
Oh, that's great.
The crowd was going crazy. I couldn't even hear myself. The crowd was so loud, laughing, cheering.
Fantastic.
So that was a great time. Sort of morphed into a motivational speaking, which is great because then I could talk about myself and not have to be funny all the time.
Right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Richard's here. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you for coming. Thanks so much. All right.